Over the weekend, we're going to take it to the NBA. Over the weekend, LeBron James joined the Road Tripping Podcast. A podcast that's like second best to SOS Nation. But he joined the Road Tripping Podcast. He talked about a lot of things from the NBA bubble, winning the shield, being back with his family. One thing was most notably that went viral was Kyrie's message when he got on Kevin Durant's podcast saying that he was finally with somebody who was clutch, somebody who could shoot, as if LeBron James never existed. LeBron, of course, responded to that on Road Trip and saying that he was kind of hurt a little bit by that. You know, he had always wanted to see Kyrie be an MVP in his league. I guess kind of the question that's kind of circling around was, should LeBron have been hurt by this? Is Kyrie telling the truth? What's your thoughts? Go ahead, Wayne.
My thoughts on this, I'm gonna look at it both ways, but I'm gonna go on Kyrie's side, but I'm gonna get my LeBron side first. I understand why he hurt, and I just want LeBron to understand, which he probably do, that they call you King James in the NBA. You like the best player in the NBA probably right now, and
probably.
The way, can I finish?
It's KD, but all right, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. But like I said, probably the best, and the way the media look at him, it's like any team he get on, it don't matter what star under him, LeBron is still that guy. LeBron. So everybody under him, they only care about or don't get as much attention as LeBron. Not saying Irvin did want that, but he was being looked at as Kyrie felt, as I felt how he felt, was he's been looked at as a little brother or like I'm teaching you. And Irvin like I respect that, but I don't want that. I'm gonna let me grow. Don't be baby me putting you when LeBron was doing that, I was like, don't do that to me. I don't put your hand on I don't even know you like that. I ain't Bronny. At the same time, Irvin did, I'm not gonna say, but actually the block was good, but the shot actually saved him to me. Kyrie Irving actually did. And at that time, LeBron wasn't the best shooter.
I'm about to get him.
Best shooter.
I'm about to get him.
No, because
I'm about to get him.
Here's one thing
LeBron
I said.
wasn't the best shooter at the time.
Here's one thing I said on my point the other day. I understand that LeBron, he definitely should feel some type of way. I think that's natural that you do when, especially if I'm sure LeBron likes to share the success on his team. Despite even every time he wins, I'm always going to say the king. But LeBron does make sure everybody on the court eats. That's why a lot of guys out here get paid because of LeBron. But let's take it back to the championship the first time they played the Warriors. What was that, 15, 16? Let's be honest. Had Kyrie not gotten hurt, the Cavs win that series.
Oh yeah,
they win that chance. I think we can all agree and say that.
Kevin Love was hurt too.
Kevin Love got hurt later on, but he got hurt later on. But
they definitely win that.
Yeah, Kyrie was the de facto thing that once he went down, the floodgates opened for the Warriors to do whatever they needed to do. Because even at that time, we knew no one, especially that year, no one was going to stick Kyrie. He was literally the East equivalent to Steph, just shooting their handles wise. And
better defense.
Yeah, and a better defense. And he was a clear-cut Robin to LeBron's Batman. I think the questions, like when a reporter asked him a long time ago, do you look at LeBron like a father figure and all this stuff? I think those type of things get to a young guy like Kyrie where you really like, I need to get out this guy's shadow. But at the same time, Kyrie, knowing that we weren't anything before LeBron came back. Kyrie was in the league how long before LeBron got there? 3-4 years? And the Cavs hadn't been nowhere. They did nothing.
They have opportunity.
He got there and they turned to a finals team.
And my point on it is, like you just said, Tony, you want to be you want to be Batman so bad. You had your chance. I know it's a small window, 4 years, 3-4 years. You had your chance to prove it. Now that the real man came to town and had the latest smackdown, he
didn't want to be Batman. He wanted to be Kyrie.
Yes, he did. He wanted to be Batman. Because you see, he tried to be Batman with the Celtics, and it didn't work out. You feel me?
That's different.
That's different. That's true.
And here's my point. And here's where I come at you, Wayne, and you too, Tony, because y'all both hating on LeBron. I'm gonna get it straight right now. I'm gonna get it straight. Y'all not gonna agree with this probably, but I say it. LeBron, I don't understand. It's two things I'm gonna say. LeBron has been clutch his whole career. People don't understand the facts, the numbers. I've seen the numbers. It might not seem like it because everybody thinks killer mentality and all that. LeBron has more buzzer beaters than Michael Jordan and Kobe made. He has more of them. You know what I'm saying? So let's not ignore that. And 2, Kyrie saying, "Oh damn, KD can make every shot I can make." Don't you know LeBron is more skillful than KD actually is? Besides the shooting. The shooting, I got to get at the KD.
Yeah.
But everything else, LeBron does better than KD. Does he not realize that? I guarantee you. I'm gonna say this. Kyrie hasn't been the same since he left Cleveland. I'm gonna say he hasn't been the same Kyrie since he left Cleveland. Ever since he left, he went downhill. When he was with LeBron, he could have made his way up to the MVP talk.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, what you think Anthony Davis? Anthony Davis has proven that LeBron James, if you team up with LeBron, he makes you better.
Yeah.
And
I agree with that.
So AD is going to be the man of that team. Kyrie. I hope Kyrie is watching how this is transpiring, because AD is starting to slowly transition into the man over LeBron as LeBron gets older. That could have been Kyrie this whole time.
I'm gonna clap it up for you.
That was a good point. That was great.
A good point.
That was a great take, boy. No, but and that's real. I think Kyrie, and again, the Celtics played a lot better once Kyrie had went down in that first year, because you get one of these guys, and honestly, it's the same case as Odell Beckham. The pressure isn't there, where this guy has to be the one that does everything for us every single game. No, Jason Tatum needs to get the rock. This guy has to get the rock. This guy has to get the rock. Everybody needs to be, and then they was already a good team defensively. So everyone needs to be able to partake in his team's success. And Kyrie kind of mitigates that a bit. He's going to fall back behind KD in Brooklyn, because it's obvious that KD needs to be the guy. That's super obvious. And then Kyrie did nothing but reposition himself into being the number 2 guy again. You repositioned yourself into being another Robin. And what seems like KD can be your friend. KD can be your best friend, but the narrative will still be you're not as good as you can be without a person that's better than you being there.
I'm gonna tell you like this, Tony, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I feel like they gonna make it as far as probably to the conference finals. No. The second round. I say they gonna get beat.
I think Brooklyn.
Because
who's better than Brooklyn still? Who's better than Brooklyn still?
Oh, I would give the Bucks. The Bucks have a chance to beat them. Miami can beat them. Miami definitely can beat them. It's possible.
Hey, what are you looking at?
We gotta see it. First of all, we gotta see. I love Drew. I love what they did. We gotta see if he can do that again, though. The Bucks
is not
the Bucks just picked up Drew Holiday, a great defender. So I know he gonna hang with Kyrie. Watch and see. He's a great point guard too. Drew Holiday is a great point guard and a great defensive point guard.
Do you know who coaching Kyrie Irving?
Steve Nash.
And you know how many rings he got? And you know how many rings he got?
Why are we talking about rings?
You know how many?
From a basketball player standpoint, we're talking about a coach.
That's what I'm saying. What are you talking about rings for?
Steve Nash. I would rather have Jason Kidd as my coach than Steve Nash. Just watch.
That's tough.
Drunk Kid. Yeah, it's drunky.
That's tough.
Jason Kidd drink.
Tony, you would rather have Jason Kidd than Steve Nash.
I mean, just based off, I know the fact that Kidd is coach.
Yeah,
but we're speaking from Brooklyn standpoint.
If true, but I feel like if you've been, this is how I look at it. Jason Kidd has been more successful on the court playing basketball than Steve Nash. I feel like. Okay. So I feel like he knows a little bit more knowledge of how to make his team successful as a coach than Steve Nash would. Especially, but hold on, this is not it though. Steve Nash has never been a head coach. Jason Kidd been the head coach, or he's been the head coach, and he's been an assistant coach on the championship team. So he got the experience.
What Drake said? We gonna see.
I got high hopes for the boy. We gonna see.
We gonna see.
All right, guys. What was it? Saturday, we got to experience, aside from that road tripping podcast, Errol Spence return.